Hi guys, 8 British Expressions, Episode 2. Let's start. The first expression is Anarak. Anarak. Someone who has a very strong interest, perhaps obsessive, in a subject. For example, Jeff spent the entire dinner party talking about train schedules. He's such an Anarak about railways. Next. At the quiz night, our team did well thanks to Sandra. She's a total Anarak on music. Next. Every time we go bird watching, Henry brings along 4 different guidebooks. He's a real Anarak about spotting rare birds. Michael can tell you everything about vintage cameras. Honestly, he's quite the Anarak in that field. So Anarak, somebody who is really, really interested in something, maybe too much. Next one. Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. This is a very funny, strange expression, but it just means a process is very easy. For example, if you want to restart your phone, just press this button and hold it for 10 seconds, and Bob's your uncle, it'll restart. You take the first left, then the next right, and Bob's your uncle, you're at the train station. Next one. Type in your password, hit the enter key, and Bob's your uncle, you've logged into your account. Finally, follow the recipe, put it in the oven for 30 minutes, and Bob's your uncle, a perfect sponge cake every time. So, Bob's your uncle, a process is very easy. Number 3, budge up. Budge up. This is a verb. It means to move and make space for someone else. For example, could you budge up a bit on the sofa so I can sit down too? Next. The train is quite crowded, but I'm sure if we all budge up, there'll be room for a few more people. Next. I've only got half a seat on the bench. Do you mind budging up so I can sit down properly? Next one. At the cinema, we had to budge up to make room for a couple who arrived late for the film. Number 4 is chock-a-block. This is an adjective, and it means very full or crowded with no space. For example, I opened the cupboard and it was absolutely chock-a-block with old books and games. Next. The train was chock-a-block at rush hour. I could hardly get on. We tried to book a table at the new Italian restaurant, but their diary was chock-a-block for weeks. After the festival, the recycling bins were chock-a-block with bottles and cans. So chock-a-block, very full or crowded with no space. Okay, the next one is quite funny. Spend a penny. This is a verb, an expression, and it means use the toilet. The reason we say spend a penny is a very, very long time ago, it used to cost 1 penny to use a public toilet in the UK. It's much more expensive now, but a long time ago, you would have to spend a penny. So, for example, we were in the middle of the film when I had to spend a penny, so I missed the best scene. Before we leave for our road trip, make sure you all spend a penny. We won't stop for a while. I drank too much tea this afternoon, and now I need to spend a penny every half hour. And at full time at the football match, there was a long queue of people waiting to spend a penny. So spend a penny, use the toilet. Number 6 is flog, a verb, and it means to sell something, especially quickly or cheaply, and sometimes to promote something strongly. For example, he's trying to flog his old car before he moves abroad. The market stall was flogging fake designer clothes at a fraction of the usual price. I managed to flog most of my old DVDs. They've been flogging tickets for the concert all week, but they still haven't sold out. So flog means to sell something, especially quickly or cheaply. Okay, next one, in it. This expression, it means isn't it? And it's often used to confirm or agree with something that has just been said. Now, this is really slang. For example, it's freezing today, in it. So here, in it means isn't it? This is one of the best films of the year, in it. So again, this means isn't it? And have a look here. This expression is often used to replace more than just isn't it? For example, you're coming to the match on Saturday, in it. So here, in it replaces aren't you. So it's not isn't it, it's aren't you. And she's got a brilliant singing voice, in it. Here, in it replaces hasn't she. So that one is in it. It's very informal slang, but it's quite common. Finally, number 8 is a brolly. Brolly. And this means an umbrella. For example, it's pouring outside. Don't forget to take your brolly when you go out. I always keep a spare brolly in the car just in case the weather turns nasty. While walking through the park, I saw a lovely duck taking shelter under a man's brolly. Finally, every time I buy a new brolly, it seems to disappear. I must have left it on the bus again. So that is brolly and umbrella. Okay, guys, I hope that was useful. You can find all of these expressions on a PDF in a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give a like and subscribe. And see you again next time. Bye-bye.